Listen, this movement ain't for the faint of heart. Say it, Freddie Haynes, I just did. This movement is not for people who are not going to watch, fight, and pray.
The United States has the highest rate of incarceration in the world. The United States represents about 5% of the world's population, yet the United States has about 25% of the world's population which is incarcerated. The Samuel DeWitt Proctor Conference has been diligently working with others to launch a movement that we have named Occupy the Heart to be Free at Last. Our movement is dedicated to dismantle the myriad of injustices surrounding mass incarceration in this nation, and to be a voice and to be an advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves. So much of the damage that has occurred as a result of the inequity in the criminal justice system has negatively impacted not only the children and the families and the communities of people of color, but indeed have undermined the total capacity of this nation to be prosperous. We welcome you as you join us on this journey. We are engaged right now in undertaking state hearings all across this nation. We are serving as a listening tour so that the stories of the voices of the human beings who have been impacted by this mass incarceration can be heard. Thank you for your participation in this effort, and we hope that as you watch some of the voices from the stories we have collected, that your heart will be changed and you will be even more committed to join us on this journey. Thank you very much.
In the 20th century, the United States took a leading role in the creation of the United Nations and in the drafting of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In fact, much of the Declaration was modeled in part on the U.S. Bill of Rights.
Our son had just ridden his bike from a friend's house into our driveway and was planning to put his bike in the backyard when the two officers, who did not identify themselves, said, "Stop, put your hands up." And they cuffed him with no questions asked.
The judicial system is supposed to be for punishment as well as rehabilitation. However, I didn't experience either.
So we asked ourselves, what more can we do? These men and women may not ever get out of prison. And I'm telling you, they're suffering and they're dying without any dignity. They're dying in pain.
He then got a chair and sat directly in front of me. And he began to call me nigger boy as he beat me in my arms and beat me in my chest and beat me across my legs.
If I don't know how to do nothing, I know how to fight. And once I learned that I'm a human being I'm worth fighting for, I fight for that every day, whether you like me or don't like me. I don't like this situation that I find myself in.
Is there a nexus between prisoner rights and human rights? I hope they're the same thing.
On behalf of the Samuel DeWitt Proctor Conference, I want to personally thank you for being a partner with us as we continue to come together with collective and shared mission and vision and purpose to dismantle the inequities in the criminal justice system. We know this is difficult work, we know this is a long journey, but we are fully committed to carrying out the responsibilities that go with standing on the call for restorative justice and human rights, even in the context of a criminal justice system. So thank you for joining us in this effort, and we look forward to finding new ways and new opportunities to make our powerful movement even more powerful and impactful as we attempt to transform this nation and the values which have created such an unjust system of mass incarceration in this country.
You're releasing them into a community that taught him to do the things that got them in prison, won't teach them anything in prison to keep them from coming back to prison, and then you label them an outlaw or say that they're not fit to be in society. How are they not fit to be in society when you didn't do your part? If our community didn't do ours, then why won't you do yours? They call it the Department of Corrections. That's a myth. If you don't correct yourself, there is no correction. If you don't get the book and read for yourself, there is no correction.